All right, team. I am doing a Life of a Beer part 1 today. So the first thing I gotta do is go to the brew store. These are the best dispensers I've ever seen in my life. So, out of my dusty brew journal that my lovely wife got me, getting some stuff here. We've got 11 pounds of pale ale. That's where most of the alcohol is going to come from. Munich malt, a little bit of Cara 60 here. As you get up top here, it gets up to like highly caramelized, slightly burnt sugar kind of thing. So that's where the dark stuff gets in there. This will be a light beer. So we're looking at a total of 12, 13 and a half pounds or so. So I'll probably have to get out the big kettle today. And then I'm gonna have to dump these in here. There's only a couple things you need at this point. I do brew in a bag. I got this big 10-gallon one from my local brew store. And I got this kettle out of the Robarts restaurant when they were closing. So to start off, you only need a 5-gallon kettle. And then I've found that brew in a bag is really easy. And my first bag is actually a 5-gallon paint strainer bag. This has worked great for years. So while this is heating up, I just have to say, can you imagine like the amount of soup or whatever that they made in this thing at the restaurant? And then somebody dropped it at some point. I can't imagine what kind of mess that could have made. All right, team. So we are at a steaming 166 degrees, which leaves us with the biggest pot of oatmeal you have ever seen. So we'll just break this up, and this is actually going to sit for an hour and a half. They generally say to mash for an hour, but I've found that you get a little more efficiency out of an hour and a half. Plus, it allows you more time to do other stuff, like clean your kitchen and do your taxes. We're coming up on our hour and a half here. It's smelling like wet bread in the house. So this is all the junk that I've collected over the years. What I need now is my Blickman Hellfire. So this was like 150 or 200. You can definitely brew on your stove. I did that for years. But it was taking a long time to get, 7 gallons of water to boil. So this guy will pump out 140,000 BTUs an hour, which, to put in perspective, is the same thing as your home furnace will do. So this will boil 7 gallons of water in like 5 minutes or something crazy. It saved me like a half an hour a brew day. So at this point, it's called Wort. It's spelled like wort, W-O-R-T, and you really got to get in there with your Wort. But a lot of people just call it Wort. So the one thing that I forget almost every time is this guy. All right, here it is. There's the hop break. Now this will sit here for 30 minutes. Almost forgot the hops. Per the founder's recipe. Okay, so here's the rest of the gear. There's our carboy. This is a glass 6-gallon. It's really more like 7.5 or something. I marked the gallons on it so you can see that 6 is not all the way to the top. This we are going to take a sample with, and we will test how much sugar's in the beer so we can gauge the alcohol content at the end. To do that, I have my regular old grocery store turkey baster. This will go on the top of the carboy with some sanitizer water in it, so air will only be able to get out and not in. All of this will be soaked in Star San. Use this big old siphon in the back, so all of it is food safe. The chiller has been in here for 15 minutes, so that should be sanitized because that's really hot. So we're going to add this second set of hops here. These pellets blow up real fast. I seem to have sprung a leak. Turn it down a notch. Sprung a big leak. It's too much pressure, Cotton. She can't take it. Okay, I think we're good. All right. We're gonna try the 5-gallon tornado here. Okay, got it. Yeah. It's a cool little tea siphon here, so you can draw from the T end, put a little crimp in here. And we got beer. Okay, so that's pretty good. We ended up with just over 5 gallons. You can see that's all like hop matter and grain stuff settling out. That's a surprise. Well, you got to find the screw.
No! Is it in my hair?
Normally, you would have just a single packet like this of yeast for that. It's just like making bread. But those are like $5 a piece, so I've been recovering yeast from previous batches. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. So there it is. It's actually looking like a similar beer to what I brewed last time. That's our rye IPA. This will be Centennial IPA. Got our airlock in there. The little yeasties make alcohol, and we will check in tomorrow. There's probably going to be some bubbling in the morning. And here we have it. Some activity there. This is all CO2 foam coming up here. Also, looking at the receipt, this beer cost $20. So we'll get like 40 beers for $20, and they will be Centennial IPA. So if somebody can get me the number on what a 12-pack of Centennial IPA costs out there, that'd be sweet. Just wondering.